So here's the tier list we are working with. Here are all of the animals. We have a very wide array. We have mammals, we have fish mammals, we have bugs, we have frogs, we have insects, and more fish. These tiers, I'm gonna rank these based on whether or not I could beat them in a fight. You know, let's go and edit them. Top tier, demolished. I'm beating this animal. Also, let me just say, to cover myself, this is all pure hypotheticals. I love animals. Donate to your local animal sanctuary. This is purely hypotheticals. Let's say these aren't animals. These are entities taking the form of animals specifically to trick the population and invade them. These aren't animals. These are like the Mandela Catalog alternates. That's what we're working with. We're working with alternates who look like animals. These are not real animals. So this hypothetical is if I could beat alternates who look like animals in a fight. This is me covering myself. Not fighting this. Not fighting this, and one more. Too scary. I don't know what that tier exactly entails. I guess we'll find out. All right, so no more lollygagging, no more waiting. We're hopping right in. So first up on the Can Strice Fight This category, we have a koala. Now you may think, a koala is a bear, if you didn't know, and being a bear, it is very scary. It is very capable. Also, fun fact about koalas, they carry many, many diseases. Did you know that syphilis came from koalas? At least I think it did, don't quote me on that. Another fun fact about koalas' brains are smooth. I'm gonna show off my animal facts here. I love gathering knowledge and using it. So, I know a lot of fun facts about animals because I simply love them. That's why I'm fighting them, of course. So, koalas. Did you know koalas eat eucalyptus leaves, and they live in eucalyptus trees. If you went up to a koala and took the leaves off the tree and handed it to it on a plate, it would not know what to do with it. They are so stupid because their brains are completely smooth. It's also very small. And I think in a fight, I would definitely have an advantage because, you know, I'm big and I'm tall and I'm super tall and super capable. I think it'd be, you know what? I'm gonna cut myself some slack for this one. I think I'm winning. I think I'm demolishing this little creature. Sorry, koalas. Love you a lot, but it's not happening. Strice for the win. Next, I don't know what this is. I don't know. Maybe I've been brainwashed by cartoons. I don't actually know if electric eels can electrocute people. I don't know if saying that out loud just made me the stupidest person in the room. Are electric eels even real? I think it's gonna lead me astray in the worst way possible. And it's gonna prove its dominance over me. So, I just don't know what it's bringing to the table. I don't think I can trust this creature. As we know, I am scared of most things. So, an eel, yeah, it's too scary. Does that mean I'm gonna fight it? I don't really know. We're moving on to our next aquatic creature. This, if you do not know, is an octopus. Octopi are very frightening. Here's some fun facts about octopi. 1, I believe they can fit into holes that are like small enough for their beak. They have beaks. I think that might be a squid, I don't remember. Another fun fact about octopi. There was once a case at a zoo, I believe, or an aquarium, where an octopi escaped and they just never found it. They don't know where it went. One day it was there, one day it wasn't there. I don't like those odds. But also, their tentacles. Very frightening. I don't like that it can just reach out and God, it's gonna get me, I don't like that. I don't like that, it's scary. I don't want to fight him though. He's a fun little fella. Octopi never did anything to me. Ooh, next up, pandas. I have a very soft spot for pandas. I love them. They're one of my favorite bears. They are so stupid. They are so dumb. Have you ever seen those videos of like, what are they called? Zookeepers trying to corral pandas? They are so dumb. Like, humans have to intervene because in the wild, they are just like, they're taking themselves out. Their population is dwindling really badly, and it's mainly because they're really not smart. Pandas are amazing. They're sweet. Could I beat a panda in a fight? The answer is I don't want to because they are endangered, and I will not contribute to that. They are sweet boys, and I love them. I'm perishing. There is no world in which I fight this creature and win. It's just not gonna happen. Not in a million years could I win against this. So, oh, no, we're both perishing? No. I lose. It's not even a question of if I win against this beast. It's not a question of if, it's when it will attack me. Next up, we have the common cow. I love cows. They're very sweet. They're very gentle. I love when they go moo. They're sweet boys. I love the cultural phenomenon of going on a road trip in a car, and you know, as one does, and passing a field of cattle, and you know what you say? You go, cows. Or if it's a horse, you go, horses. Like, I love that. They really just mind their own business, however, extremely stinky. And if you live anywhere in the like middle of America and you leave the vehicle, it's like, ah, they raise cows here, I see. If I have to fight this creature, I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning. I could win against a cow. They do have the advantage of being very big. However, I'm very determined, and I have 2 legs, and they have 4. So they can go faster than me, but like, I have thumbs as well, opposable thumbs. And just based on that alone, oh yeah, I didn't realize I have thumbs. You learn something new every day. A chance. Okay, next up we have a snake. So, I actually know a lot about snakes. I really like them. However, for the purposes of the stream, I'm gonna say that this snake is a, what's a good toxic snake? A coppermouth. Copperhead, one of the 2. And one time, I was on crutches, yes, in the middle of the woods, long story, and I was trying to get back up my cabin, up the stairs, and there was I don't know what it was, but point is, very toxic bite snake under it. And I'm on crutches, I can't get up there. So the counselor had to, like, get up and, like, shoo it away so I could, like, get into my cabin and go to sleep. So, I got a vendetta against wild, toxic snakes. I would win against a snake, no shot. I don't care if it's toxic, I got a really long stick. Alright, next up we have a scorpion. I've never seen a scorpion in real life, and I hope never to. They actually freak me out really bad. It was one of those things where as a kid, I thought it would be a lot bigger problem than it turned out to be. I would encounter them more in daily life than I actually do. So, oh, also another fun fact about scorpions, they are not bioluminescent, but they light up under UV. So, let's say you're in the desert, and you have a UV flashlight. You don't want to get scorpioned, I would say pull it out, because they glow and light up. They also freak me out really badly, so any scorpion lovers in chat, I'm sorry, I hate them, they are scary, and it's like, oh well, they just want to be left alone. I am happy to leave them alone. I do not want them anywhere near me. These are evil little beasts. They crave violence, and I don't like the idea that a bug could easily kill me. I'm gonna say it's a kind of fair fight because I would just run away really quickly, and I think I can run faster than a scorpion. Enough about those terrible things, moving on to a less terrible thing. I believe this is a squid. I love me some squids. They get big. I have a story about squids. Did you know that the largest squid is known as the big fin squid, and it is a deep dark sea creature? It's one of those like freaky, like bottom of the ocean sea creatures that everyone's scared of. I believe the largest big fin squid to be recorded was over 40 feet long. And I'm supposed to be okay with that it's there. Under me right now could be a squid, and I would never know. And I'm supposed to be okay with that? Absolutely not. This creature thinks it's better than me, and it's just not. This thing, oh, I'm losing. Then again, I don't see myself going to the bottom of the ocean anytime soon, so I don't think I'd ever... Listen, most of these I'm never gonna encounter naturally, and I'm totally okay with that. I do not want to encounter most of these. Squids, I just want to leave them alone, but if we were to be put against each other in a theoretical battle, I'm losing. You know what? Mr. Beast, if you're listening to this, you should send a YouTuber to the bottom of the ocean to fight a squid. And that's all I have to say about that. Mr. Beast, hit me up. Next up, we have a Cheeto. I love these guys. Big cats are very funny to me because, did you know they also meow? But their meows are super deep. Like, normal cat, and they're like, meow, meow, meow. You get a big cat, meow. But they are so sweet. Anyway, so cheetahs, they are really fast. They call them cheetahs for a reason. Because they cheat, because they go so fast and so quickly, and I could never keep up. I'm not deluded enough to think I could beat a big cat, like anything of that. I'm just not. So I'm losing 1000%. I'm not winning against a cheetah. Are you insane? I don't know the difference between a crocodile and an alligator. I know that one of them sees you later and one sees you in a while. So I'm gonna say this is what do they say? Gator? A gator from Florida. I've never seen a gator, and I hope never to. They freak me out. They are big. Did you know that when they get their prey, they do something called a death roll, and they basically just go wubba, 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 rolling over and over like a wheel? I don't like that. They have too many teeth. They get huge. They're one of those creatures that's like basically never changed their form in hundreds of thousands of years. And you know why? Because they're perfect. Evolution clearly said, like, this thing is fine as it is. It is an apex predator. We don't need to change it. And that's scary. I'm not winning. I'm losing. Next up, giraffes. Fun fact about giraffes, they are not real. I don't like them. They have horns and they're way too tall. Like, what are they being so tall for? What do they need to see up there that we don't have? What do they know that we don't? They have evil mysticism, and I don't know how chill I am with that. Like, they think they have the audacity to be tall. And as a short person, I am offended. How dare they? They're just horses, but somehow worse, which I don't know how it's harder to be worse than a horse, but this thing somehow did it. Giraffes, disgusting. Get him out of here. But could I fight a giraffe? No. And that's what I'm mad about. We got the roos. Kangaroos, I'm neutral about. If I lived in Australia, I would not want to live in Australia because they frighten me so terribly. They are big, they have muscles, they have claws, they have a pouch for their young, and that's very sweet of them. But that does not negate the damage done by them by simply terrifying people. Have you seen those videos of, like, just Australians trying to live their life, being in their houses, and they look at their screen door and there's just a kangaroo staring? Too scary. Too scary to even think about. Also, marsupial. What even is that? Nobody knows what a marsupial is. You think you're special just because you're a marsupial? You're not. Next up, what is that? Moths. Moths are my friends, but my enemies. At summer camp, there were Luna moths. If you don't know what they are, think of a moth, but big and beautiful, and they only live one day. Fun fact, moths don't have mouths. So they literally have no mouth and cannot scream. And I think they have a lot of pent-up rage because of that. Their lifespan's only like a week, and I feel really bad for them because of that. However, I've had articles of clothing that have been destroyed because of moths, and I'm still bitter about it. We had a moth the other day got into the house and we let him back out. I have nothing against moths. They're really just trying to have a good time. Flamingos, I don't like. Did you know flamingo milk is red? That's not okay. That's weird. They are pink because they eat shrimp. That might be a lie. Show off your natural hue. Flamingo, oh. If you're multicolored, that's cool too. And I agree with that sentiment. They're just kind of minding their own business though, and they have that one leg up thing, which I vibe with that. I think that's silly. And silliness gets a lot of points in my book. So flamingos are cool, but I would win. Next up we have zebras. Zebras are just horses but striped, and I don't like that. They are as mean as horses. There's a saying in the medical field when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras, which is to say, expect the expected, not the unexpected. Don't make mounds out of molehills, all that good stuff. But what if it is a zebra? What if they stampede? It's just a horse that knows the terrain better, and that's not okay. So, zebra, I'm not winning because it's a horse, and we know how I feel about horses and my we know my gall and my audacity towards them. Okay, next up, I don't know if this is a wasp or a bee. I'm gonna go is that a bee? I'm gonna say that's a bee. Wasps look more evil. I love bees. Hashtag save the bees. Bees have done nothing wrong to me. In Minecraft, I constantly accidentally hit them and they all aggro and then they sting me and they die, so they've caused me a lot of emotional turmoil over the years. I got stung by a bee once, but let's be real, it was probably my fault, so I hold no resentment towards them. Oh, go plant some flowers in your yard that are good for bees. It helps them and their population. Big bee enjoyer over here. Definitely go give your local bee a little gift today because they deserve it. Here, I'm not a bird hater, but they're just easy to fight. I don't know. What can I say? Next up, we got squirrels. Squirrels are freaky. A lot of people call them rats with tails, which I don't understand because rats do have tails. They're too small and they go too fast and they know too much. They have the height advantage. Like, how come you get to be small and go fast and go in trees? Like, what? Their natural predator is gravity. What a loser. Next up, we have a killer whale. Whales are also very scary. They're one of those animals that I thought would be a lot bigger problem as a kid because I didn't understand how the world worked. But if there is a situation in which I have to fight a whale, what's his name? Call me, what's his name? Amos? The guy, the Moby Dick guy? Amos? Call me Amos because I'm gonna get eaten by this dude. It's just happening. Next up, a goat. Okay. I have a lot of opinions about goats. I think they're mean. They have an opinion. I went to a little farm once, and there were goats. There were goats everywhere, and they were babies, and they were going meh, and they're very loud. Goats are extremely loud if you didn't know. They talk 24/7. Also, they headbutt people if they don't get their way. And just, they have a lot of audacity for being so small and very stinky. If they can sometimes let you pet them, which is kind of cool, and I like that they have beards. That's funny. The horns are an issue. They could spear me, but I love a creature with horns. I love the motif. I love the imagery. Very nice, very cool, very interesting. But here's the thing about goats. Fainting goats. You make a loud noise. Say if I jump scared them, I went, ah! Just like that. It's fallen over. And I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna put it back in the barn and I win. Not a big deal. Next up is a dolphin. Dolphins are not cute. They are scary. They are evil. They commit crimes against humans and other animals. They do demonetizable worthy actions. That's not okay. They are horrible freaks, and for that, I'm fighting them. Like, they regularly drown humans and their trainers just because they feel like it. Dolphins are horrible. They are not nice. They can echolocate. Yeah, that's weird. I would like them to stop immediately. And look how smug he looks. Look how smug. He knows he's got one up on you. They also have squishy heads, which is kind of funny, but not funny enough to make me not hate them. Dolphins, fair fight, because I'm going to give it my all, but, like, he's just going to drown me. It's just going to happen.